a little like faux visual here. That 6 to 3 month period with Match.com or one other place, I'm generally recommending 1 or 2 places, not anything more than that. And I'm almost going to say for like your first venture into online dating, if you're like doing this after any kind of fallow period, is just pick one and kind of learn and test the waters, because while you're learning and testing the waters, if you're making the same error kind of thing at other sites, then you've kind of like blown it at 3 places, as opposed to I did my trial and error at one place, I only kind of like, muffed up in a few places, we're good. I learned a lot, and now I know how I want to be, say, to present myself better. Oh great, now I'll go to 2 or 3 other sites that are maybe a little more niche oriented and post there. That newness and freshness thing about my profile is fresh that first week. You don't want that happening at 4 sites where you get all this response. In that first 2 weeks, it's then overwhelming, or overwhelming to like negatives and negatives and positives, whatever it is. Like all of a sudden, I have like all these people who are interested. I have to sift through this, or like one person's emailing me 5 times a day. Clearly, they're like using their smartphone and tossing all these things in, and you're just like, I can't deal with this. And I hear from men and women, they're like, I just delete the emails, and I don't know what to do. Pick one, go through that kind of active thing at one place only. Get your sea legs with what's going on and how to do this. I generally recommend that first posting is at one of the mainstream sites, one of the more mainstream or popular sites. Match.com and Zoosk is one of the more popular ones right now.
How do you spell that?
I know it from, I think it's ZOOSK. I see her at Facebook a lot. They keep pushing it at me. And it's very popular with like the 20s to into the 40s kind of a crowd. I know, and this is where I mention these things because there's you never know with what city you're in, and it's not just it's not just the age groups. It's your age group in this city, in this area. It's very popular right now. 2 years from now, it might not be. It's because of all the stuff, because of apps and Facebook and all of the tablets people have. It's absolutely in that market right now, so it's popular, and this will change again, in a while. Match has been around for a while. Mingle is very good and has a number of, there's both its main site, and then it also has, so what's cool is you get to post at the original main one, kind of get your sea legs, and then it's I'm Christian, Island, I like outdoor activities as well. There are probably a handful of boutique or niche topics where I would go post a profile after 2 months or after 3 months, and Mingle has a number of those boutique and niche markets. So, that's one where it's once you're at one site, take a look around to see if it's a big site, if it has some smaller niche sites that you can just sort of, sometimes you just click a box where it just posts your profile at that second site. Sometimes you need to do a little bit more. Don't immediately go check that box until after it's been at least 6 weeks, so you don't get into an overwhelm. After 3 months, sometimes, just depending on the market and all the, I'm not saying the market, the market, in your group and how things are going, this is where you probably don't need to delete it, but this is where all the sites have some way that you can take your profile down. And most of them, you used to be able to kind of get almost a refund for that time, not anymore. So if you're taking it down for cause sometimes you meet someone and it's been a couple of dates and you're just it feels really good, I'm not really sure yet. We just want to take it a little bit further, but I don't want to date anyone else. We're not committed yet. We're not exclusive officially, but I don't really want to date anyone new. I just want to take it a couple more dates with this person. And you'd be thinking to take your profile down. You used to be able to get a refund for the time. So rather than I paid for 6 months, I met someone at month 4, and I need to take my profile down for the next 2 months, you're not going to get a refund on the 2 months. I don't want you to have to worry about getting a refund. It's like you only subscribe for 3 months, maybe an extra month or so, cool. So that way you're kind of managing your money because you're probably gonna be subscribing and paying membership dues at a handful of sites over the course of the year. If you're paying, you know, for a year at all of them, it's not that it gets expensive exactly, but it all starts to add up. So manage that. But it's around that 3-month mark, you're gonna think of it as like the building blocks. The first block is at first sight, and then you have the second one, there might be a slight overlap where you're still leaving it up over at Match.com for like the next month. There are a handful of people where you're in the email exchange with them and you're segueing to the first date. So go ahead and leave it up as you start to post your profile a little bit differently over on another site.